The latest on the murder trial of Alex Murdaugh. Each side delivered fiery opening state arguments, and the once prominent attorney broke down in court. Eva Pilgrim is at the court in Walterboro, South Carolina, with the details. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, Michael. This morning, the first witness, an emergency responder, is expected to take the stand. The state saying they plan to show body camera video from the night of the murders. This as both sides reveal new details in this case.
Disgraced South Carolina attorney Alex Murdaugh emotional in court as he stands trial for double murder.
Horrendous, horrible, butchering.
In opening statements, prosecutors describing the evidence they say will prove he shot his youngest son Paul first before killing his wife Maggie at their home back in June 2021.
They were shot at close range and they did not have defensive wounds.
Prosecutors laying out a case where cell phone data and videos sent on Snapchat will play a major role, claiming the evidence puts Alec at the scene of the crime.
He was there just minutes before with Maggie and Paul, just minutes before their cell phones go silent forever and ever. Despite what he told people, I was never at those kennels, the cell phones are going to show otherwise.
The state also claiming Murdaugh was seen with a blue raincoat or tarp that was covered in gunshot residue days after the murder, saying gunshot residue was also allegedly found in Murdaugh's truck. Murdaugh has pleaded not guilty.
He didn't do it. He didn't kill Butcher, his son and wife. There's no direct evidence. There's no eyewitness. There's no camera. There's no fingerprints. There's no forensics tying him to the crime. None.
The defense argues a man who loved his family like Murdaugh did could never kill them.
Now stand up. Alec was the loving father of Paul and the loving husband of Maggie. You're not going to hear a single witness say that their relationship was anything other than loving.
Alec's two brothers, sister, and surviving son Buster there, sitting behind him. His fate rests in the hands of 12 jurors, 4 white men, 6 white women, and 2 black women.
And the defense revealing it plans to ask the judge to take those jurors to that crime scene. The judge estimating that this case could take weeks. Guys.
All right, thank you so much, Eva. Let's bring in ABC News chief legal analyst Dan Abrams. And Dan, the prosecution, they revealed some evidence that we didn't know about. This is the first time we've seen it. How much did it help their case?
So Eva mentioned it. It was this blue tarp or raincoat that he was supposedly seen bringing to his mother's home that was covered in gun residue. But more important than that is a detail we learned about something that we'd heard about. And that is that prosecutors say they have a video from 5 minutes before when they believe the killing occurred, where you can hear Alex Murdaugh on that video. If it's clear that it's him, that is a big piece of evidence because he says he wasn't at the home at the time.
Well, and what did you make of the defense's opening statements, Dan?
Yeah, so the prosecution has to sort of put all these pieces together, right? They even said this is a complicated case. For the defense, they're focusing on what evidence isn't there. They kept talking about there are no fingerprints, there's no eyewitnesses, there's no camera, there's no direct forensics. And they focused on the standard of proof, which is beyond a reasonable doubt, saying that basically they tried to fit this case to prosecute him. And that's why the defense said it took so long to arrest him. It's true, this is not a really easy case for prosecutors because the jurors will have to put together those various pieces.
You think Murdaugh takes a stand?
No. I don't think there's a chance he takes a stand because this is the kind of case where the defense wants to focus on what the prosecution doesn't have, right? The minute he takes the stand, it becomes about him. And you don't want to make this case about him considering he's also facing almost 100 other charges for financial crimes. You want, as the defense, to be able to focus on what the prosecution can't prove.
And as Eva said, this could take weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. All right, Dan, as always, appreciate your insight. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.